Hi, I'm Donna Lennard, and thanks for coming back to my watercolor studio. Just to do a little recap on the two lessons we've already done. We did a Northern Lights, and we got a lot of nice contrast, some nice vibrant color. I think that worked out pretty good. And then the second video, we did a lake reflection, and I really like this technique. It came by really kind of quick and fast, and I like my work to be a little on the fuzzy side and, so the viewer can use their imagination a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that video. All right, so today we're going to do some illusion of flowers. And I say illusion because this is going to come kind of quick, but it'll definitely give you the feel of flowers, which we need right now, right? Okay, let's just get to it. All right, so instead of putting water over the whole page like I usually do, I'm going to use this spray bottle and just spray a little bit. And this will just kind of help the flowers bloom out a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to use, brushes come in all different shapes. This one is a dagger striper. Comes in all different sizes. I just love this brush. Anyway, I'm going to use that. I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to use this really pretty, this warmer yellow. It's called Gamboge. It sounds so fancy. And it's a really pretty color. I did move the angle of the camera, so hopefully you can see me paint a little better. Okay. So I've got this really pretty yellow. And I'm just going to start on the page, and I'm just going to put a little flower there. And I'm just moving the brush around a little bit. I'm going to join a couple together. And you'll see how that'll come out later. And then I'm going to throw one down there and maybe another little one down there. Okay, so not real, you can pick any color. All right, now we're going to use this Azo green that we used yesterday. It's a really pretty light green. And I'm going to put some stems on our flowers. And I'm going to arc them a little bit so it looks like there's a little wind going on. And just take those stems all the way to the bottom. And what I would suggest too is to kind of keep them together a little bit. The more you separate things, the more they look like they're not attached. And it's good to get everything kind of attached nice. Okay, so we have a nice group of flowers right there. All right, so now I'm going to take that little darker green, that hooker's green, and I'm going to use the angle on this brush, and I'm just going to sweep in some grasses and just a few on the bottom here. We're going to fill this in a little more, but I just kind of like that cool effect. How's that? All right, now for the next step, I'm going to go back to my 1-inch brush that I love. And I don't know why I like doing this, but I like flipping the work around for this part. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this a little bit. And I'm going to dip into this beautiful ultramarine blue. And I'm just going to work around these flowers. And what I'm trying to do is not touch the flower. It will bleed in because everything is still a little on the wet side, but that's okay. And leave a little white around your flowers. That's fine too. Now this edge right here is going to dry if I don't do anything. So, but it's wet. That paint is wet right there. See, so I can go right in and move it. So kind of watch where your edges are at. All right, so I'm just going to, and use the edges of your brush to really get in there. Now this is a big brush. I'm trying to do some easy edges. But I just kind of want to get this in here, and I'm just going to kind of fill in a little bit of these spots right here, a little here and there. So we're going to paint over this. Let's get a little more here. All right. It's a hot mess right now, but we're going to make it beautiful, okay? All right, so now I am going to just fill in a couple of these white spots that I'm seeing. Then we're going to dry it, and we'll put some more detail in here, and we'll be done. All right, so now we're going to take the hairdryer right here. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this dagger striper, this with the nice chisel on it, and I'm just going to use this little lighter yellow, orange, and I'm just going to add it to our flowers a little bit, just to give them some little dimension, like some little extra petals. Okay, now I'm going to take this darker green and I'm just going to go back over our stems just to make those pop out a little better. Like I say, they don't have to be perfectly lined up or anything because we're just doing the illusion of. But I just want to put a little extra detail on these stems. All right. Now what I'm going to do, they're kind of sticking out a little bit. We want this to come together. I'm going to take a little bit more of that green. Now again, I'm going to just swipe. Now my flowers are dry, so I'm actually taking these grass blades that I'm making and I'm putting them right into the flower to make it look like we're sitting in the grass watching the flowers. Okay, and then I'm going to pull a few up here, like there's grasses behind the flowers. And basically, I'm just kind of filling up the page with some extra interest. And there we go. The illusion of flowers. You can put more detail in, you can just leave it the way it is, whatever you want to do, but anyway, it's just kind of an easy way to get some spring. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.